Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to walk you through the World Happiness Dashboard that I have created in Oracle Analytics. Oracle Analytics is a powerful business intelligence platform where we can do data transformations, create charts and graphs, and also do AI and machine learning to bring out hidden insights in the data and really do some advanced analysis. So, now let us look at the dashboard. So on the top section, you can see that there are about five different tabs in this dashboard, and we will go into each and every tab step by step. So first, let us look at the by country tab, which is the introductory section of this dashboard. So I've given a brief overview of what exactly is the World Happiness Report and what are the factors that have gone into measuring the happiness. So the survey actually asks the respondents to imagine a ladder from 0 to 10, 0 being the least happy and 10 being the most happy. And there are other factors also like income, health, etc., which are asked to the respondents. The data set that has been provided is from 2005 to 2023, and I have selected 2023 here. And based on the selection, we can see the happiest country, the unhappiest country, and the average life ladder score. Because the survey has over 150 countries, I've just given the top 10 happy countries and the top 10 unhappy countries. And just in case the country of your choice is not there in the top 10 and top 10 unhappy, then we can actually select the country and see how that country is doing in relationship to the happy and unhappy top 10 countries. Now let us look at the change over the years section. I have used the fancy racing bar charts to look at the change over the years for the life ladder scores for different countries, and I've used the region filter. So let me filter Europe and just sit back and see over the years how the countries have changed in terms of their overall happiness score. So I'm looking at Denmark, and I see that Denmark has been pretty consistent in terms of scoring high life ladder score. So a really cool way to look at data when we have data across several time periods. Now let us look at correlation plot. Now we are looking at a bunch of correlation plots. And I think in data analysis, it becomes very important to look at relationships between two variables in order to derive a meaningful insights. We can see from these plots that there is a positive correlation between income, social support, life expectancy, freedom to make life choices with the happiness scores. However, for generosity, we don't see any pattern. These points are all scattered. Interestingly, for perceptions of corruption, we do see slight negative correlation with the happiness scores. This means that in countries where people perceive that there are high corruption, people are not happy. So these are pretty interesting insights just by looking at correlation plots. Now let us look at rise in happiness section. In this section of the dashboard, I have used fancy dumbbell charts where the user can select two time periods, select the country or the region of the choice, and see how that country has done in comparison to other regions, other countries, in terms of improving the happiness score or whether the happiness score dipped. So, this section is basically for the user to plug and play and look the data in a very interactive way. Now, let us look at the k-means clustering tab. I have used machine learning within Oracle Analytics to perform a k-means clustering, and this is the output of the machine learning algorithm. So let us read the output starting from cluster 3. And in the map also, we can see that cluster 3 is denoted by this green color, which is mostly comprising of parts of Europe. So this cluster, everything is positive. Life ladder score is high, life expectancy is high, people are generous, perceptions of corruption is low. So everything good here. So looks like cluster 3 is the best cohort. Now let us look at cluster 2. In cluster 2, the scores are pretty high, but generosity is low, and perceptions of corruption is also high. And this region is mostly the North America and the Eastern Europe. So pretty much a very distinct cluster from cluster 3. Now let us look at cluster 1. Cluster 1 is mostly the red section in the map, which is the Africa and parts of Asia. Here the scores are low. People are actually scoring very low in happiness. Life expectancy is low. Freedom to make life choices is low. High levels of corruption is there. But generosity is high. The only aspect in which the cluster one scores is high in generosity. And to me, initially it was very ironical that how come the less affluent countries can be generous? And then I was reading one of the quotations from Anne Frank. It says that nobody has ever become poor by giving. And that is what we see, and that is what comes out in the analysis, that in order to be generous, you don't need to be very affluent or rich. So that was pretty interesting to me. And on that positive note, I would like to end my analysis. I hope you found this interesting, and thank you for listening.